I think it's important that you learn that I haven't done this before. So I don't know what's gonna work best, but I did get some sponge rollers. I think these will work well for the finishing because they don't leave streaks. But to get in the inside, I need to stick to a brush just to get those first coats on. I do. Okay, we're going back to the brush. I can't get in those corners. See? I'm learning with you guys. I don't know if you can see because the sun is creeping out on us. I should probably have started up. But you know what? It's gonna get done. And I wouldn't have paid anybody to do it. Super streaky, but they dry. I can go in with a second coat. I have to do today. Paint, and it's not going great. It's not going great. But do flowers. These were out for work 2 weekends in a row, but I have somebody who wants some white flowers, like 4 bud vases and some single stems, but they're filthy. These went out to work, so I'm actually gonna have to wash the roses because they want to work with the roses. I'm just gonna have to rinse them out in water and put them out to dry because they're gonna be sitting on the table as part of the tablescaping, so they can't go like this. Not the state of them. I don't like that. So I have to disassemble these, or at least pick out the ones I want to use and put the rest of it in storage so that she can have flowers for the weekend to work with. I'm doing that, and I have to do some baking later on. I should really do it now because I'm not going to have lights at around 7. So I can't leave it up until late. But I think for the latest I can try to get some baking done. But yeah, I have so many arrangements I actually need to do. I have 4 backdrop pieces for a funeral that I need to do. My own arrangements for the table, the dessert station. I have to do those. So yeah. Wish me luck. And I gotta bake. I got 2 new branches, and I'm gonna just put them apart so that they can have enough roses because it's 2 people who need. Kelsey, the vasijela ja utshwara di rose mo fase jela ja ba di floating candle nini. Di rose nyaka ja kae?
I don't know, the 6.
Gija kae jona?
6. Gija 6, ja 12.
Unyaka ja 12. Hey, can you hear me? Penny, I need to know how many roses, how many heads you need for the glasses. How many glasses you plan to have, or bud vases you plan to have, and I need to know how many heads of roses to give you because Live Masu, they need them for their setup. I need to divide them properly. Do you see? They look fine on camera, but I'm telling you now, do you see that? When you're sitting up close to them, if they're on the table, they've gone out a few times without a wash, but they got dirty the last couple of times. So, and I'm probably going to have to fix them. You see, I'm going to have to sit down with some hot glue and stick them back in. It's work. I have to change the sponge. These are pool noodles. I think you've probably seen videos of people working with full florals and they use pool noodles. The white ones seem to work a lot better. Like they disappear into whatever you're working with nicely, and you don't have to use too much foliage to try and hide them. This green sticks out like a sore thumb if there's a gap, and it shows on pictures, and it's such an eyesore that I unfortunately am finding myself having to use foam like Oasis, and I know it's not the best thing ever, but these are for rental. So if I was doing them myself or setting up on site, I would experiment with the chicken wires, which I have in the beginning. But in the meantime, like this is on Oasis, right? Then you see it disappears. I'm going to add some white to it. I need to make about 4 of these panels. These are ceiling boards, like PVC ceiling boards, where they come in these long kind of sheets. Not even a sheet, like a panel. I think about a 6-meter one, probably double the size of this, just like that, right? And with one left over from when I was doing my ceiling. And they're so beautiful and lightweight. They work amazing for this. And you just use a clamp to attach it to a backdrop or whatever it is that you're using. So I have to make 4 of these panels for the ladies of Lush Events and Decor for this coming weekend. I gotta go attach some Oasis onto this. find the size that I usually use, and I was like, let me just pay for them and hope for the best. I will figure out how to save the day if it comes to that. Yeah, I had a fear to do these, and it is, I don't like the look of them. It is what was advertised though, so I can't even say this either. They're too big. They are too big for what I did costing for. And wide. I don't like this wide look. Do you see? This is what I like, and this is what I've used. I couldn't tell because on other sites they were using mils to measure, but I couldn't tell what size I was gonna get. I don't like them. They're so stubby. I like the height on this, but also I'm gonna have to use more mixture than I costed for, and I'm just gonna have to swallow that cost. Like, there's nothing to say or do. This is what was advertised, so it's not on them. But I went with them because I know the delivery is quick. Like, things get to me very quickly, and I did not want to risk it and go with other people, like new people. The little dome lid. Yeah, man, we'll figure it out. I think I ordered these from Bubbles Plastics. I think it's this size, but I don't know when they're going to arrive. I think maybe just like 40 of them, give or take, and have dessert for 200 people. So if these get here on time, I can do the cheesecakes in these. Because locally, it's 9 rands for one. Like, bruh, let's get so for real. These are huge. These are just, they're huge. That's why you end up seeing people not fill them all the way up. It takes up a lot of mixture. Like, as a portion, it's just too much. I'll figure it out though. But I had to open them first before I start baking, so I know how much sponge to bake. Because I have some red velvet cups. We shall see. We're starting off in Crocs, and my floor's needing a mop. But we might end up in Takis. Good morning. Let's run through what we got through yesterday, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. But let's see. Sponges that I used for some of the dessert cups I baked, but because the cups are so big, I don't think these are going to be enough. I think I need to add sponges today. Like I said, I just have to swallow the cost and be a big girl and keep it moving. I worked on the faux florals yesterday for the setup. They're having like just beige on beige on beige, and I don't have enough beige flowers. That's a ground flower that's also going out for a different person. This needs to work. I usually rely heavily on Pampas Grass to give me beige tones if that's what they're asking for. I can't have that on the buffet because some of the food is not going to be in closed containers, and it's a bit windy now. It goes everywhere, even if you spray it with some hairspray to keep it in place and stuff. So this is the safest thing. These are not going to flake on anything. These are all faux florals. They won't flake on anything. I made these as well to go with them, but I need to add more. And then loads of these green ones for the other people that are doing the funeral backdrop. So these need to leave as well. But that's what I got through yesterday. As for the painting, wow, we'll see that in a bit. Look how clean my roses are. Look at that. Look. Oh, they all look so cute after a wash. I did some repair work. These are others that I found among the other arrangements. See, this is a repair job that I can't do today. I'm gonna have to sit down and glue on petal by petal. These I can do. It's just sticking back on. You see, they'd use some hot glue and sticking these back on like that so that they get back into shape and they can use these. These are the ones we repaired yesterday. After the wash, remember these were, so I repaired some of these. I couldn't record any of this in real time for you guys because I was on load reduction. Like I had no light, so there was no light and my batteries were so low. But yeah, I left the stands out here. That is not gonna work anymore. I would need too many flowers to give it the look I want, and I don't have enough flowers for the color story, and I'm not buying new flowers for this color story. But this is why I stopped yesterday. I was like, I'm not gonna go in with the NML, but I think I do need to gloss it. I think I do. They're gonna get so dirty and I'm going to regret it. Like they're not gonna look cute. I have to go collect my stands, my buffet risers, so the ones that actually go with these. I have to go collect those today by midday or send for them. These out with the backdrop pieces, and they are someone gonna come fetch them now, which is great because my baking room needs space. The white flowers also left, and I didn't vlog that. But baby steps, I'll get it right. It's arrived a while ago actually, but I was sad because I have some qualms, but we're strapped for time, and I spoke to the guy. I'll send them back after the event and he will do the touch-ups that I need. But we also don't want them smelling like paint on the day, so we just need to leave them for now. They're nice and straight, like the heights on them are good and all of that stuff, so I'm quite stoked about that. The stuff that need fixing are very much fixable. So yeah. Here's my help. We're making chocolate toppers, just to bedazzle on top. Some of them will have strawberries, but some will have just like a little chocolate treat. And yeah. The state of my fridge. Stuff just happening. But we worked on these last night. And I actually do fine in the size container. We did two. These are just like red velvet cake with cookies and cream frosting. Also did these, which are chocolate cake and chocolate mousse filling. I don't know if I have an iron deficiency or what, but I'm also this person. I'm not promoting it, I'm just telling you that I need a snack. Things shouldn't go my way. Truly, I don't know how to behave when I come out on top. Yo, guys, I don't think this lady understands how much she's just like changed my life. God, I don't even know what to send her. Like, shout out to Choreo Guy. They mean it when they say overnight. It's something they mean. Is my mixer working? No, I don't care. I'll use my hand mixer or this other relic of a thing. Setting. Oh! We have the size. Because the idea of doing the cheesecake in the 210 mils, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah, let's get one of the ones so you guys can compare. And they actually fill up just fine. This is vanilla cake with some white chocolate mousse. Then I'm going to do another layer of sponge and top it off. I haven't decided if I'll top it with the mousse or with vanilla creme patissiere because I made some. So I might do that. Then they get to have like two fillings. It's a bit more interesting. But it's even sexier. We're going to make vanilla cheesecake, lemon cheesecake in here. And I think peppermint crisp as well because caramel is so sweet. I can't imagine having a portion this big. and people are very wasteful with dessert. So I got about 100 of these, and I should get the numbers of each dessert that I want, which we're trying to cater for 200. So stoked. Managed to pack these in a way where I'm hoping, pack them in tightly. These are the things you don't think about when you are doing measurements, that it would be ideal that the box fall into each other, but that also reduces the surface space you have to put the desserts on. But yeah, put some of the flowers in. I also called the catering lady, because she's the one who got me to do the desserts. That's who I'm dealing with. And she says she managed to get the tables for me. So we'll be leaving soon. I was supposed to leave probably 30 minutes ago. But I don't want these desserts sitting out there for hours on end before they even start. It's not going to make sense. And I'm not going to the wedding. So the idea of sitting there for hours on end waiting for people to eat the dessert so I can come home is just not appealing whatsoever to me. Folding that table back up because it is ugly, and hopefully they're gonna get us a new table. And I'm actually gonna use the stretch fabrics that I bought so that they match with these that she has for this. Our chocolate cups. I actually managed to fill them up. Can you believe that? Red velvet, peppermint crisp, vanilla cheesecake. I forgot my name tags. That is the one thing we're gonna get right the next time. Lemon cheesecake, some donuts, more, and it's just more of the same. And I tried to have the table not look lopsided, right? It's basically what I did on that side is matching what I did on this side, so that we don't have everything concentrating on one side. I thought the people were going to be able to serve from both ends of the table, but the space we have does not allow for that, but we love it.
Like, yeah, you want to like that. Like the first table, right? But you look at and then they got from